Hello and welcome to the Ld2l Playoffs semi-finals. We are in game 1 of this best of 3 and spoiler alert, whoever wins this best of 3 is gonna go up against Hollywood and his dream Red Ground fan club in the grand finals. We are season 6 of the Ld2l. If you want to participate in this league, ld2l.gg, and you can sign up there. It's a lovely community. And we are here in this team, in this game of Warsaw's Eventual Elimination Brotherhood against Rogue-podron Strikes Back. Now, I know what you're saying, but Aponzus, there has just been a huge patch released. Is this on this patch? No, it isn't. It's a replay from this last Sunday, and therefore, it will look very weird because it plays on the new map, but all the structures are where they were as they played it. It will look very weird. You will see. I apologize that there's no other way to do this. I wasn't able to do it yesterday, and I wanted to do this for the Ld2l because I have lots of fun casting those games. These are some fantastic games. I see great plays. I see great plays by everybody in this league. Even though we are like Learn Dota2, there are so many great players among us. Quick bans. Earthshaker, Warlock, and Witch Doctor, Warlock, and Witch Doctor, Irisia, fantastic player on those two. We see Ravi Mirana being picked up because his Rubik got banned, Caudle banned, because fuck that hero in the previous patch. He might not be that anymore. The response to the Ravi Mirana is gonna be a Spirit Breaker. I do think Dire has to be careful. They should pick something like a Sand King here, because Sand King stun into Mirana arrow is a lot of damage. We will see if they're gonna pick their offlaner here or if they're gonna pick their second support. I doubt they're gonna pick their safe lane or mid. And it is gonna be a Lion, so they reveal their core, their support duo, and there's the immediate Sand King response. Very potent offlane. Very potent stun into another stun, lots of damage, Sandstorm, Mirana, arrows, Starstorm. We'll see how this goes for Rogue-podron Strikes Back. In terms of bans here, they know they don't have to worry about any more supports. It's going to be Spirit Breaker 4, Lion 5 most likely. So what do they not want to play against? I would suggest banning something like Juggernaut or Lifestealer. Those two heroes do rather well against Sand King because they don't care about the Sandstorm as much. CK, another hero that you have to be kind of scared of because of the burst potential. Storm Spirit ban, they don't want to see Nickasauce on the Storm Spirit. We'll see. We'll see. OD ban. OD, very annoying hero to deal with. And Faceless Void ban. Faceless Void, one of the best safe lane carries in this patch that has been out of... that has gone stale now, that has gone out of favor. And the Frog decided to give us, thanks to Frog, a new patch. And there's a Juggernaut pick. It has... if you can avoid arrows, you have your spin, oftentimes you can't really get bursted down unless you get like Sand King stun into an arrow. And I know Lava, who's their offlane player as well as captain, and Ravi on the Mirana, and they play a lot together. They might have practiced this, so careful there. And we're gonna see, most likely gonna be the next support pick on the side of Radiant. Could also be their offlaner because they know what they're gonna go up against. They see the safe lane is gonna be, they already have the offlaner, I apologize. So it is most likely gonna be their support. Because picking your safe lane here would mean that Dire gets to choose which offlaner they wanna send against that. And you already see the support duo, so you know what to expect from the enemy support. You can kind of draft around that with your support. I'll be seeing here at Chakiro position 5, very solid hero, lots of dots, lots of damage over time abilities. I like this. I like this. And for Rogue-podron Strikes Back, they know now what is going to be the position 5 in the offlane, but they don't know the safe lane carry. So in terms of offlaners, there is still Night Stalker, who's really strong right now. Abaddon, who's really strong in this patch that is not anymore. LC. We haven't seen LC being banned or picked so far. Those are like the 4 tier 1 offlaners, I would say. Don't quote me on this. So we'll see what they're gonna decide to go with on the side of Rogue-podron Strikes Back. And they are going to go with Tidehunter. Tidehunter. Okay. Against Jakiro, I'm not so sure if I'm the biggest fan of that. Jakiro is gonna have lots of damage over time. That is gonna proc the Kraken Shell, but still Tidehunter might not really have a good lane there. And it is gonna be like Tidehunter, like Spiritbreaker is gonna charge all over the map. Tidehunter is gonna be mostly solo, so Warsaw's Eventual Elimination Brotherhood is gonna look for a carry that can also bully the Tidehunter when Tidehunter is alone, because they know Spiritbreaker is gonna charge away, gonna try to help other lanes, and then Tidehunter simply sits there like a fish on land. That joke was terrible. Wraith King! Wraith King! Wraith King! Wraith King! Wraith King for the safe lane. Not necessarily a hero you bully with too much. If you get some lucky crits, you can. But apart from that, like, it's a nice stun, but it's good farming. So they have a Sand King Mirana who's gonna make space for the Wraith King to farm his Radiance, to farm his AC, to farm a BKB. And then they aren't really relying on any big ultimates. Like Epicenter is nice, but I don't think they really need that. They have enough damage with Mirana, Jakiro, and Wraith King. And we see a last ban Sniper. Don't really know why you banned Sniper. They banned OD. Sniper usually is not too bad against OD in lane, at least. We're gonna see. What are the other mid heroes? Lotus, he plays.
5 seconds remaining.
What did he play in the previous game? I'm trying to remember, but I can't. My brain. I apologize. Can't remember what he played in the previous game. Death Prophet being banned out, and there's a Pugna pick. Again, even more. You can fight the entire time. Like, Pugna doesn't rely on any big cooldowns, so neither does Jakiro, Wraith King, Sand King, or Mirana. All 5 of those heroes can fight pretty much whenever. Meanwhile, on the side of Dire, you have the Ravage, which is a 2-minute cooldown. You have Omnislash, which is a pretty big cooldown. You have Finger, which at least at level 1 is a really big cooldown. So we see how that... And it's an Invoker last pick. We're gonna see if this Invoker is gonna be able to... Is Invoker gonna be like the glue that fits this Dire draft together? So we'll see how this is going to go. Jotham on the very rare Juggernaut set, the like undead samurai, ghost samurai. Looking very cool, having a Kid Invoker. They've got the cosmetics. This is a rather cheap Wraith King set, but it's cool. I mean, if you're a fan of it. Jakiro not having any. Tidehunter, he doesn't want to show his face, so he has a huge bell over it. And Ravi having a beautiful mount here on the Mirana. And we'll see how this game is going to go. And I'm just waiting for it to continue. I would give the draft favor. I would give it to Radiant simply because they can fight the entire time. Dire is most likely going to win the team fights when they have Ravage, when they have Omni Slash. But apart from that, like Radiant can just like run around and gank anybody at any time. Lion might be very, very poor. He might be getting caught out a few times. It's very easy to get caught out against Mirana, Sand King, Pugna. All of those are very fast heroes, fast-paced heroes as well. Okay. And we will be heading into this game now again. Game number 1 of this. I have to pause here really quick. And I am back. I figured it out. I apologize. That was just a setting that really annoyed me. And so, we need no directed camera. I will do it myself. Hui. And here we are. We see Jotham on the Juggernaut going top. We see Irisia coming top as well on the Lion for Team Dire. We see Lotus going mid on Kid Invoker. He is going Exort Invoker. We have Jace on the Spirit Breaker and Dusty, last but not least, on the Tidehunter. Meanwhile, we have Orphilius on the Wraith King, counterpart to the Juggernaut. Malkior position 5, Jakiro, Nikasos on the Pugna. Top here, Mirana, played by Ravi, and the Sand King off lane, played by Lava. Again, now we see like this map looks really weird. That is because of the patch. I apologize. And they are going for a small battle here, down here bottom. They are not. Dang it. There might be a kill happening on either of these bounty runes. Jotham trying to go for the one up on the Radiant side, but it is a 2-for-2 trade. And Ravi just taunting away. Hitting Jotham once more. Hitting once more. Now hitting Irisia once more. Once more. Meanwhile, bottom here, there's also a stun onto the Spear Pricker. Is this gonna be a kill here? It doesn't look like it is. Wraith King gonna go down. No, there's a salve being used. And meanwhile, here top, we see Ravi is getting stunned onto the Juggernaut. But in the end, the Mirana is gonna die. Stun from the Sand King, of course, on the Juggernaut. And first blood for the Dire side. Good start there for Irisia. But there is an arrow onto the Lion into another Burrow Strike. And this might just be second blood given up by Irisia after she just got first blood. Unfortunate for the Lion, getting caught by that arrow. And there is a sentry ward being placed by Ravi to block the whole camp. But it isn't quite in time, so there still is. And another long range arrow onto the Juggernaut. Nice stun there by Irisia to stop, but double stun onto Lion as well as Juggernaut. And Juggernaut dies as well, 2-for-1 now in this top lane. Irisia is getting low, but Ravi has to be careful with the tower shots. Tower is hurdy. Meanwhile, bottom here, there are heavy battles going on all over the map. In terms of last hits, bloop, there they are. We see Tidehunter having quite a good lane so far. And Pugna saying, you're only making it worse. And meanwhile, top. No more kill action happening here. Ravi trying to line up another arrow. Meanwhile, bottom there we see Spirit Breaker wanted to go in. Not quite there yet. Dusty taking another liquid fire. That's what I'm talking about. Like Jakiro has all of those damage that Kraken Shell doesn't really protect you against. Pull here by Ravi. Meanwhile, bottom, there is another charge onto the Wraith King. Wraith King stun onto Tidehunter. Ophelia is trying to make it back out. He is gonna juke. And Dusty getting really low here as well. Everybody getting really low. And top, meanwhile, there's a spin. But there's not enough mana for another stun. Another dual breath onto the Tidehunter. Orpheus. All of these are so low. Top getting dove as well. Arrow onto the Juggernaut. And Juggernaut is gonna die here. Yes, he is. And that's Ravi on a killing spree, 3-1. He gave up first blood. He decided, you know what, guys? I'm just gonna get 3 kills. I'll make up for it. Don't worry. And there's another charge through from the Spirit Breaker, getting the kill onto the Wraith King. Are they also gonna get the Jakiro? They are. Towers are gonna get the Spirit Breaker in the end, but well worth it for Xathix. Arrow hitting Juggernaut once again. Ravi being very annoying with those arrows. We see Dusty also being really low. And there's another charge through onto the Wraith King, but not much to come out of that. Dusty has to be careful here. He is very low and Malkir wants this. He has dual breath off cooldown. See the Spirit Breaker here. He has charge up now. Meanwhile, mid lane, pretty much just an exchange of farms so far. But there is ganking potential, of course. And there we see the Spirit Breaker charging in. Is this gonna be a kill here? Meteor coming down. Nikasos, nice sidestepping. And Desert to Crepify on himself. Tornado to take it off. Is this gonna be a kill here? Dive from the Spirit Breaker. And they are gonna find this kill onto Pugna. Well played there. There could have been maybe a rotation from either support. That was quite a long dive. But every lane is simply a bloodfest. I think the support's not really realizing what was happening there. But Jakiro was just on a warding mission, so maybe he could have helped. Lotus going for Midas first, as is usual with an Exort Invoker. He wants to carry his game. There is also this interaction between... we see in terms of bounty runes, we see it 3-4-1. This interaction between Alacrity and Omnislash. And Alacrity Juggernaut getting so much more damage with Omnislash. But there is another stun onto Juggernaut. Juggernaut, he's getting his spin off. Ravi, his Starstorm, if it was a little bit before during the stun, it might have netted them the kill, but so far not getting it. Let's go back to last hits here. And there is Dusty. And there is a 1 second till he has stun up Orpheus. Is he gonna turn around? No, Ravi is here now. How are they gonna find those kills? It does look like it. Arrow is gonna miss. Stun onto the Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker simply wants to turn around and kill and attack this Wraith King. But Wraith King uses his salve, luring Spirit Breaker into a bad position. Another stun onto the Spirit Breaker, and Spirit Breaker is just gonna die here. Nice body block there. Charge not gonna end. Dusty, meanwhile, is simply gonna walk through the woods. Mid lane, and we see Nikasos got the kill onto the Invoker. Killing the Pugna with the tower shot in the end, but that's only experience for the Invoker. Well played there by Nikasos. And he's getting a free trip to Fountain. We see in terms of level, that's half a level for the Pugna. Top, we see a charge onto the Sand King. And there is also dust available. And the Sandstorm not gonna help you against that dust. As well as a Sentry Ward. Nikasos is gonna show up here now. He wants to make this rotation worthwhile, but is gonna think otherwise, seeing as he's the only hero up top. Ravi was getting some experience mid. It's just a meatball coming down here. Pew, 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 pew. And another charge from the Spirit Breaker onto the Wraith King. Is this gonna be a dive here? A Radiant is seeing this charge. And Ravi... Mirana hitting the arrow on the charging Spirit Breaker. Well played there by Ravi. Getting the clarity cancelled. Unfortunate, but yeah. Dusty taunting away the same as Ravi taunting. Ravi saying XD. That taunt is A+. Was he talking about his own or Tidehunters? I don't know. There has been a dive, but they weren't able to get lava quite. There might be another fight going mid. Lotus is gonna use Cold Snap onto Pugna, but no follow up there. There is a charge from the Spirit Breaker. Lotus has his Midas now. And there is a charge onto this Pugna. Has he been lured in? The Sunstrike, unfortunately, off the mark. There is, and Nikos just gonna turn it around. No, nice bash there by Spirit Breaker. The arrow from the Mirana, getting the kill, enabling the kill onto the Spirit Breaker. And Nikos, is he gonna get a kill on the Invoker as well? Yes, Invoker dying as well. Double kill for Pugna. Oh, did I do that? He says. Well played there by Nikos. Mirana, that arrow enabling the stun for enabling for Pugna to finish off the Spirit Breaker with the stun of the arrow. We see Jotham. He is top of last hits, and he wants this to continue this. He doesn't have mana for Omni Slash right now, and there are creeps next to it. He could use an Omni Slash with Wand if he wanted to, but is most likely not enough damage. Lava is level 7 now. Meanwhile, bottom, there is another dive onto Orphelius. He has his reincarnation. Dusty has Ravage, and there are multiple people TPing in. Nice Ravage on 3 people. Are they gonna get 2 heroes done from the Sand Kings? And the Earth Spike onto Orphelius. He still has his reincarnation. He wants to fight this. Ravi being really low. Charge through, killing the Wraith King one time. Invoker showing up as well, getting the Mirana kill. Sand King getting stunned as well. Lotus being really low. Do they have detection for the Invoker? No, but the Sandstorm is gonna clip him, and Invoker dies. Lava with the heads up play there. That's why I like watching Ld2l. They are making those plays, and they are plays. Lava with the heads up play of Sandstorm killing Invoker. And it is 2 for 2 bounty runes. And they are not done yet. Radiant getting another kill onto the Lion. But all of this is just space for the Juggernaut to farm. He is going drums next. We see another charge onto their Wraith King. Wraith King had to use his level 1 reincarnation, and they want to make use of that 2 hero stun. And ultimate onto the Wraith King. Wraith King is gonna go down here. Again, his ultimate still on cooldown for 2 more minutes. Lava saying, relax, you're doing fine. This is no TP stop from that far away. Meanwhile, Jotham, he only needs 200 more gold for his drums. And he is gonna TP bottom now, feeling that is a more safe space to farm. And he is right. 4 people are from the Radiant side are coming top, and he just wants to avoid that. Lotus, in the meantime, also finished his Midas. So we'll see how this is going to continue. Meanwhile, bottom, Orphelius TPing in here, but they know he doesn't have reincarnation up. The charge to see through the Mirana ult, and Dust is ready, and that's another kill onto Orphelius. Arrow hitting the Spire Breaker, but no follow-up there. No way to save Orphelius there. There were too many people down here. All of his team went top, and the only one able to help him was Mirana, whose TP was just a little bit too late. And he might die here as well. And that's the finger for Mirana, giving the Stinky Pete to the Mirana. Well played there by Spirit Breaker. Mirana wasn't able to TP out after having just TP'd in, knowing she's stuck. And they found her with the Spirit Breaker. Dusty is gonna rotate top to push out the lane here. That's a haste rune for the Spirit Breaker. going over walls all over. This map looks really funny with those changes. I apologize for that. And he is gonna find the Sanking. Sanking is gonna stun him. And he doesn't have dust, but there is no more sandstorm for 5 seconds. Nice ice path to save the Sanking. Macro Pirate laid down to cover the retreat for Sanking. Well played there by Jakiro. Melchior in the right place to save his core. Veil of Discord now picked up for Lava. Ravi, he keeps on farming. What does he? He's just used a smoke. There is a beautiful smiley face, and there is a smoke by Radiant. They are gonna going up this cliff here, and they are gonna come right into the Tidehunter Ravage into a charge, and Melchior is already low, and Ravi already died, and the Jakiro dying as well. Epicenter, enough damage to kill the Spirit Breaker. Dusty, he's on the wrong side of town. He's activating his self, getting some more health here. But Orphelius, he wants this kill. He has stuns the this Tidehunter, but there is Lotus now coming in as well. Who is gonna go down here? And Dusty, he doesn't have a TP. Nice stun there by Lava, catching Dusty out, and he might just look. Meanwhile, bottom, Jotham trying to go for the play onto Nikasos. Nikasos ready for it with the Dagon, killing the Juggernaut. Juggernaut's spin was most likely off cooldown. Meanwhile, here we have another fight going on. Dusty died in the trees to Lava. And that's what I mean, like, Radiant can fight the entire time. Dire had used Ravage, and now they are pretty much out of ammo. They can't really team fight without that big ultimate. We completely missed Networth. Networth, there it is. Very close game here, 15 minutes in terms of bounty runes. BC, at least 3 for the Radiant side, as well as a Mirana ult being used here. Are they gonna find Juggernaut? Sand King didn't see him. They are finding Dusty, and he doesn't have his Ravage up. And that's an arrow onto Tidehunter. And that's another stun, and Dusty is just gonna go down here. Healing word to keep him alive, not enough. There's the Dagon by Pugna. And Lotus still wants to fight this. I'm not sure if that is the call. Charge in from the Spirit Breaker onto Jakiro. Jakiro getting decrepified. There's the Omni Slash onto Lava. Is it enough to get the kill? Spin. And Lava is gonna go down to Jotham. Well played there by the Juggernaut, but Pugna is gonna follow him. Not gonna get the kill. Ice Path onto Spirit Breaker. But he is gonna bulldoze away. Bulldoze, bulldoze, bulldoze. And I missed another kill. That's what we see. Radiant, they want to find kills. They have a Pugna. Pugna, he is just running around killing hero after hero. And they are going to turn this into a tier 2 push here, it looks like. But Ravage is now up again. Lotus, he is getting dusted here, but is it going to be his dragon? Took the arrow. Ravi juking around the tree and taunting away, having the backup of Lava. But the push is gonna kind of stop. Nice Sunstrike there. And the Boros Strike to make sure Spirit Breaker doesn't keep on pressing there forward. And I missed the kill. Juggernaut catching out Pugna. Pugna was on the wrong side. Like, there was the enemy team between his team and him. You thought to tame a lion, or you thought to tame the lion. Well, Irisia getting another finger kill. Don't really know how you finger the skeleton man, but hey. Finger is not the strongest bones, I would say. 2,800 wards placed for the lion. That's a support main there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Dusty is gonna keep on pushing mid. There is nobody else around him. Macropyle simply to delay the push and... But all of these fights have been without Orphilius, and he is closing in on for his relic. Going for a Radiance without Midas, so his farm has been a little bit slow. We see Dusty, he found Sand King, and there is a charge. Another arrow by Mirana, stopping the Spirit Breaker charge, giving his life for his core. Well played there. But another arrow stopping a charge. That's some nice play. That's some really good play. And Orphilius activating his skellies, getting charged now. There's no one of his team around him. They won't follow through on the charge though. He is grabbing a TP.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And he is gonna TP out. There was a replay mistake here. But he realized, hey, I want my relic. And he buys a relic instead of Quelling Blade. Meanwhile, top, they are dealing with the Skellies. Invoker getting rather low, but no Sunstrike to hit him. Meanwhile, Jotham, he has a Maelstrom now. Going into Mjolnir next. And Tidehunter, he is going for a Pipe Tidehunter. Being the lowest in terms of net worth, for of course. Lava, he is going for that blink and should have it in about 600 gold. Are they gonna find this kill onto the Tidehunter? They have a lot of damage here. They are forcing out a TP. That is a TP from the Invoker and a charge. This is a 3-on-2 situation here. Nice Burrow Strike away and Mirana ult. Nether Ward already placed down. Mirana also coming in. Arrow barely missing Tidehunter there. And we are 20 minutes in, and it is pretty much no advantage whatsoever for any team. We see for the bounty runes are gonna be get contested here, and there are 4 people here. Nice 3-man Ravage, and that is Lava as well as Ravi going down. Only Pugna alive here, and that is now a 2-for-2 trade in the bounty runes, as well as 2 kills for the a kill and 1 kill for the Radiant. Spirit Breaker getting a little bit too excited, following Pugna there into his death. Nikasos giving him the old Decrepify into Dagon treatment, but there is Juggernaut, and he doesn't have his spin. Uses his Omni Slash, getting a kill onto the 5 Jakiro, but that was not worth it. He is giving up his life. He's giving up a killing streak to kill a position 5. That's your position 1, killing a position 5. That's not worth it. Not worth it. In terms of overall, and overall, that favors Radiant now. Just your position 1 dying. And nice steal there off the centaur creep. And Orphilius, he hasn't really been part of these fights. He has his Radiance now. He has a Radiance, and he is most likely ready to fight now. We see a charge through onto Mirana. Mirana leaping away, and they are gonna try to turn this around, but Bulldoze, too much status resistance to follow up on that. And now it is like the Ravage is down, and Radiant most likely wants to fight. They want to fight when Ravage is down, and they want to avoid fighting when Ravage is up. And Omni Slash is also down. Juggernaut here in mid, trying to continue to farm. Getting this creep wave now, but Invoker here as well. This is a fighting over farm, as I'm very used to in my pubs. All 3 cores or 2 cores going into 1 lane, being like, hey, we can just argue about last hits. Nice D-ward there from the Lion. They are finding Sand King here a little bit preemptive on the spin. He doesn't have spin now. That's a stun into arrow follow-up. Beautiful play there by the Sand King. It was all a bait. Nice Yule Scepter to stop the epicenter. Ravage. 4-man Ravage, but no follow-up. Well, good stun there. A little bit of overlapping of stuns, but it doesn't matter against Tidehunter. Tidehunter dying now as well. Ravi leaping up rather aggressively. And he's gonna get charged. Nice arrow there to stop it. And he's gonna go down to the Spirit Breaker. But they are losing Invoker as well. All 3 cores of the side of Dire going down. And this is gonna be another kill. Yes, there's the Dagon. 4 stuff into Dagon. And that's... that was beautifully played there by Lava. Baiting the spin and then stunning into arrow. And that's your position 1 gone. And they are turning this into a push here in bottom lane. They want the tier 3. Are they gonna go down for the shrine? No, they want Rax already. And we see here, charge through on the Spirit Breaker. Invoker is still dead. Spin used to kill the Nether Ward. Ice Path hitting on nobody. And that's another stun on Juggernaut, and Juggernaut is dead. Juggernaut has to be careful how he uses his spin. Spirit Breaker dead as well. But that was even a buyback from the Spirit Breaker. Invoker TPing in as well, and that's another... Everybody going in 1 by 1. They didn't wait for the Invoker. And Juggernaut died because of using the spin too early. And they didn't wait for the Invoker. And then Juggernaut already dead. And then the Invoker TPing in as well. And that's another lane of Rax. They still don't have Ravage up. How are they supposed to fight this? Finger onto the line, onto the Sand King from the line, but Lion is just dead. 30 seconds without your Lion, and that's 2 lanes of Rax down now. 25 minutes in. 5 minutes ago I said it was a very, very even game, very close, and now we are 2 lanes of Rax down. Oof. Radiant, they are not done yet. They also want this tier 2 mid. Pugna has a Ghost Scepter now. That is a meatball onto Pugna, but Mirana ult is gonna save him. There's another Ravage, but again, no follow-up. You can't use the Ravage like this. You have to use it in a team fight where you aren't retreating, where you are going in. And Radiant, they are just gonna go into the pit now. They know there is no Ravage. Ooh, Sunstrike clipping Sand King there. That's a lot of damage. Sand King has to be careful. And Orpheus, he finished a BKB now. He just finished his Radiance a few minutes ago. Has a BKB now. They want to end this game now. They are getting Aegis and they are gonna go mid, getting Megas as well as the Ancient. I was zooming out a little bit too far. I still want to see the names. And arrow onto Roche. Another Sunstrike. Clipping Lava. But that's Aegis being on the ground. On the ground. Orpheus, wanna pick it up? Orpheus, wanna pick up the... No, it's Lava picking up the Aegis. Okay, interesting. Normally you would want that on your... high ground pusher, which is Wraith King or Pugna. I could see Pugna, but Wraith King is just gonna frontline. He could just frontline with his Aegis. He's gonna continue to hit some neutrals. He wants that money. Pushing out bottom, and he might just find Juggernaut here. I guess Wraith King has his level 3 reincarnation now, so he isn't really scared of dying, but with Aegis you can die multiple times and have your reincarnation up once and again. That's why it's so good. Nice spin there into a TP. Juggernaut not getting caught out once again. And they are gonna go for this shrine here. Radiant playing very safe. I do wish Mirana just playing in the woods. And is she gonna... I mean, I don't really think she can kill anybody by herself. So... even saying I'm not here Where would be here? And trying to hit the arrow. Seems legit. Don't really think. Wasn't really legit, but that was the sarcasm of it. And it's a 12k advantage now. It was all that one fight where Sanking beautifully baited the spin of the Juggernaut and then stun after spin into arrow. And then Juggernaut wasn't really able to fight anymore. And meanwhile, Radiant is gonna take this shrine here as well, just getting all the money that they can get. And it does look like it kind of defined like the game. That one fight where Juggernaut was getting caught by a stun. He has no real survivability items. He is only 1500 health, 20 armor. 20 armor is nice, but and they are gonna push down mid here now. Lava having the Aegis, has a Yule Scepter against the Dusts. And there is, and he is just gonna Yule Scepter off the... There is a finger onto Lava, but don't forget, he has Aegis. The Spirit Breaker already that beautiful Ravage, but again, there is no follow-up. They are trying to focus now on Orpheus, but he has Reincarnation. Reincarnation being used. Lava jumping in with Epicenter. His Aegis also getting popped, but the full 5 minutes still... And Lion dead as well. Tidehunter is TPing into the Ice Path. There is a Sunstrike onto the Pugna, but it's just not enough. Rampage on the Pugna. Good game. Well played there by the whole team of Radiant. Rampage at the end for Pugna. Well deserved. 17-3 and 7. But let's not forget, this is game number 1 of a best of 3. I will see you guys in game number 2. And we will see if Rogue-podron strikes back. Rogue-podron strikes back. Is going to be able to strike back. That's what I meant to say. See you guys. GG.